Welcome into the broadcast. I'm Joe Brennan alongside Stephen Lewis, and we're here at the Prep League matchup for swim. This has been anticipated all year. This swim team has looked phenomenal. The last meet against Freeman, there were over 12 state cuts made. And today, fighting for the Prep League championship. After winning last year and 2 years ago, 2019 and 2017, they're looking to continue their streak. Coach Lou, what are you looking for today?
Man, looking forward to some good swimming, some fast times on both sides. St. Chris is looking good. I know they've been waiting on this for a long time. Also, St. Catherine's talented team as well. So we're looking forward to it. LIS and Prep League ready to get at it here at St. Catherine's. So should be a really exciting meet.
Yeah, what's really exciting for the Saints is they're a favorite in a lot of their events, and also that's large part due to their ability to have a deep team. They have a lot of great swimmers that can go through a deep roster. And that's what really sets this team apart.
All right, Joe. So we have the girls 200-yard medley relay up first in lane 3, Veritas. In lane 4, Collegiate. In lane 5, Norfolk Academy. In lane 6, St. Gertrude. This is heat 1 of 3. The meet record, Joe, was set by Trinity Episcopal in 2017. They went a minute 46 seconds, 46.91 seconds to be exact.
And if you're looking at the Saints in heat 3 in lane 5, where they're the favorite, their time is just merely 6 seconds away, which can be a lot in swimming, but in a relay like this, there's definitely a lot of time to possibly break that record.
Absolutely. So Collegiate is also in lane 4 in heat 3, and their seed time is 1:52.25, which is a very strong time as well. So Collegiate and St. Catherine should battle for this girls 200-yard relay.
And so far in heat 1, we're seeing Collegiate and Veritas fight it out, while Norfolk Academy is making a run for it. St. Gertrude's falling behind, but Collegiate's still pushing through.
I believe that is Kate Noldy that had just finished up, for Collegiate. And now the third up for Collegiate in the lead, Anastasia Redmond.
And Redmond is putting it into work. She's really pulling away from the rest of the pack. She doesn't do a flip turn there, but she's really getting her momentum up. Norfolk still trying to pull into second place. Collegiate running away with this one as Redmond is going off.
Now Grace Cornell is in there, Joe, for Collegiate, and this is the freestyle portion.
This one looks like Cornell's got it locked up.
202, 203, 204, and counting for Collegiate.
Making a push for that final one. See if she can break her own time. And right on the mark. She goes a second under of what their projected time was, or their time before.
2:17.50 seed time and got in at 2:16.85. So Collegiate takes heat 1, and we'll get ready for heat 2 here coming up. We have a full pool for heat 2, Joe. Trinity with 2 teams in lane 1 and 2. St. Catherine's has a team in lane 3 and 4. Trinity is in lane 5. Collegiate has lane 6. St. Catherine's again in lane 7, and Norfolk in lane 8. That should be an interesting one.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting.
Teams.
One girl I'm excited to watch is going to be in lane 4, their first swimmer, Claire Hackney, as she gets us going.
So dead heat with Trinity right now. We don't have the names for Trinity in lane 5.
With Trinity, Hackney, and Nessie from Collegiate, all trying to pull away from the pack. Trinity in lane 2, also making a run for that money.
Olivia DeRosier, a freshman, is in for the butterfly portion for St. Catherine's in lane 4.
And this is really what we talk about when we say they have a deep team. You're seeing 3 different lanes for these St. Catherine's girls.
DeRosier has made up the margin, Joe. She's taking the lead.
She's a freshman, but she's not swimming like it. Very talented. And she hands it off. That's going to be Lily Cassim.
Oh, wow. She is getting it on this butterfly. Look at the margin. She's about a body length ahead. Touches and goes.
She's really starting to pull away. Trinity has fallen behind. Collegiate has fallen back all the way to 5th place. Well, they were previously close to 1st as they were in 2nd place.
Trip Hawkins, Joe, another freshman in there in lane 4 for the freestyle. She's going to try to finish it up.
Great flip turn there. Hawkins trying to get closer and closer to that finish line. Trinity making a run for her money. Getting right down to the stretch. Head at her feet. Hawkins pulling away. That's going to be a victory for the Saints. Trinity in 2nd. St. Catherine's team trying to push it to also get to 3rd. They're making a run for it with Collegiate, and she gets it.
Man, St. Catherine's destroyed their seed time, Joe. 2:01 seed time coming in 1:58.08. That score, that may score for them high.
That could have scored for the Heat 3.
Exactly. That's a big time race right there for St. Catherine's lane 4. Now we're Heat 3. This is the big one. Collegiate is the favorite by about a half a second over St. Catherine's. They're in lane 4. St. Catherine's in lane 5. We got St. Gertrude in lane 1, Stab in 2, Trinity in 3, Norfolk in 6, Veritas in 7, and Collegiate in lane 8. Great start for Collegiate, Joe.
Definitely. Collegiate is a favorite in this, and they can go fast.
This is Gabby Chin, a freshman. Got to see her for a while. That's not good news for Saints fans. There's a freshman's in there getting it done in the backstroke.
Very impressive how she's able to glide with such speed. Extremely impressive.
Lane 3 is looking pretty good as well. And that's Trinity. We don't have any names for Trinity on our heat sheet.
Here's Ann Bowles. She's definitely going to get it going. Ann Bowles, very talented swimmer.
Is Maddie Bowles her sister? Maddie and Ann? There's so many
I believe
Bowles.
it's a different Bowles.
Okay.
This is Ann Bowles, the senior. Then there are triplets.
Oh, wow. That's
with
right.
Aubrey Knight.
Right.
And I forget the girl name. And then Carrington's the older sister who's on this swim team.
All right, Charlotte Wishnack is in now for St. Catherine's. Trying to make up the lead, but Collegiate again is pulling away. Avery Rogers, a senior, getting it done. Trinity's in 3rd in lane 3. And Collegiate is in on the 4th leg. Leslie Albrecht, freestyle. Let's see if St. Catherine's Grace Perkins, a junior, can make up the distance. Trinity is also in 3rd.
She's got some speed. Both St. Catherine's and Trinity trying to catch up. This looks like it's going to be a race for 2nd and 3rd. Trinity's got the slight edge, and they're going to take that 2nd place trophy.
So Collegiate takes that one 147.75. They destroyed their seed time of 152.25. Excuse me, unbelievable race for Collegiate. St. Catherine's did a great job as well at 150, beating their seed time by almost 3 seconds. Trinity destroyed their seed time. That is amazing. Where is Trinity? 2nd place?
6 seconds.
6 seconds. 149.22.
That's absurd.
Great job by Trinity there to get 2nd. St. Catherine's in 3rd.
And Collegiate was less than a second away from beating that record.
That's right. Now we move on to the boys. 3 heats as well for this one, Joe.
This should be an exciting one. So we got the Saints in lane 1 and lane 6. Excuse me. Oh, correction. I'm sorry. For the first heat, there's Norfolk Academy in lane 3, Woodbury Forest in lane 4, Trinity in 5, and Fork Union in 6.
We don't want to keep saying it over and over, but we it looks like we do not have Trinity's names for their relays. So we'll do the best we can. Sorry we can't tell you who's who for Trinity if they're winning a race for the relays, but it looks like their relay names are not in. So just FYI out there. As they pull out to a big lead here in the second stretch in the butterfly. Trinity
definitely showing that they're here to play.
So, Joe, this record time for this one is 1:35.53. That was set by Collegiate School last year in this meet. And this year they are again the favorite. And their seed time is 1:37.74. And we'll see them in a couple of heats.
And in the last 5 years, Trinity's also been one of those swim powerhouses that's really competed with the Saints, both the boys and the girls. Taking home the Prep League title, and they've been back and forth, and they're showing that they want that trophy once again. Here with a dominating lead, almost half a lap. Fork Union in second. Norfolk Academy looks like they'll be in third, and Woodbury Forest in fourth. Woodbury Forest did not come close to their projected time. Not sure what's going on there, but roughly 20 seconds behind what they were projected. So here's where we see a full pull. You got two St. Chris lanes in lane 1 and in lane 6. And here Woodbury Forest out to a big lead. After taking 4th out of 4 in the last one, they're competing here in first place with Collegiate right by their side. That's lane 4 and 5. That's where the money's made.
You can tell this is a much faster heat show. They are going after it.
And I'm excited to see how the first heat is, if this is what we're expecting here. Now we're seeing Case come, trying to make up some ground for the Saints.
Hudson Neese is leading for Collegiate. Woodbury's right there. We don't have their names.
I would say guy to watch to possibly make up some ground is in lane 1, Russell Richards. Last week really showed what he can do. Made a handful of States cuts.
Saints captain and also an SID member, a valuable member. We'll see him on SID in the spring.
He's pulling away for 4th and trying to make a run for 3rd.
Brandon Davis did a good job there in lane 6 as well to catch up a little bit, Joe.
After Woodbury Forest started strong, they're fighting for 2nd with St. Chris in lane 6. Collegiate has taken a big lead.
Bowen Hall's trying to catch him for 2nd place, but Collegiate looks like they're going to have this heat.
Woodbury Forest with a fantastic flip turn sets them apart. St. Chris falls back to 3rd. It looks like that's going to close us out. Collegiate with 1st place. Woodbury
Thomas
second.
Spivey. Thomas Spivey comes in for Collegiate. Nice race for him. All right, here we go, Joe. Heat 3. Stab in lane 1. Norfolk in 2. Lane 3, St. Chris. Collegiate in 4. Woodbury in 5. Trinity in 6. Pullman in 7. St. Chris in 8. Collegiate's the favorite. Big favorite.
Yeah. One thing that I think is interesting is the top 3 teams that came in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in that race all beat their projected time by 3 seconds.
That's what you want to do. You want to play your best. You want to do your best when it's playoff time. It's Prep League time, so everybody looks like they're swimming their best. Wow, look at this tight start. Woo. Our guy, R.B. Bowles, In lane 3, look at Aubrey with his backstroke.
He was the first one get out of the water, which isn't always the go-to move, but he stayed under on his dive.
That's awesome. Lane 3, second guy in is Harry Farley.
Farley, an elite swimmer, talented athlete.
Captain for the Saints, butterfly. Nice turn.
Farley with a slight advantage. Fighting off with Woodbury Forest. Collegiate and Trinity right behind.
Lane 4 is Aaron Moore for Collegiate. He's trying to catch up. Woodbury. Oh, Woodbury's taking the lead, Joe.
Fantastic dive. St. Chris trying to make some money. Come back from behind.
T-Bowles here. Butterfly.
T-Bowles is known for this butterfly. That's his specialty. He's trying to make up some ground, and he's doing it, but so is Collegiate. They're neck and neck. Woodbury Forest losing some momentum. And here we see the freestyle. Final leg of this race.
Lane 3, Emery Wise. Lane 4, Christian Mayer.
Looks like this one's going to be tight.
Woodbury is looking good. Here comes Emery.
Woodbury Forest is going to take the win. St. Chris Collegiate down to the wire. St. Chris looks like they have it.
They have it. 0.2 of a second, Joe. 0.2 of a second, they get second place. That's what wins meets for you. That little stretch, that 0.2 of a second, you never know how the points will come out. You get a win right there. Awesome race there. Good job there from Emery Wise, the junior in the freestyle.
Woodbury Forest falling behind in the first heat, but in the second and the third, showing that they got some talent.
Sorry about that, Joe. I got so excited I didn't even change it to heat 3. I was so excited about that one. So now what we have up is the girls 200 freestyle.
So in heat 1 here, we're not going to see any St. Catherine's girls, unfortunately. St. Gertrude's girls in lane 1 and 2. Veritas in lane 3. Trinity in lane 4. Stab in lane 5. And then St. Gertrude's once again in lane 6 and 7. Definitely a heavy St. Gertrude's race.
Yeah. So Mary, and again, apologize for name pronunciation. So many names, so many boys and girls are in this meet. We have the heat sheet. We don't know how to pronounce every name. We're going to try our best. Mary Fanan Mudd in lane 1. Cater Strike 2. Elise Coward 3. Claire Gorey 4. Charlotte de Villiers.
It sounds good.
Lane 5, Maddie Anderegg. Lane 6, Aaron Funk. Lane 7.
That was impressive.
Try our best. Well,
that was good.
Hey, I was a mass communications major, Joe. This is what I do. So I'm trying to teach you how to do this.
Part of the job.
That's right. So yep, heat 1 of 3. The record is 151.05.
I have a feeling we're not going to see it in this heat, but coming on into heat 3 should be exciting. There's going to be 4 St. Catherine's girls competing in heat 3 with Carrington Bowles, Riley Valero, Lily Collins, and Anna Gerard. That's half the lanes in heat 3 are going to be taken up by St. Catherine's girls, which is unheard of.
It's so impressive, Joe, the depth of St. Catherine's athletes. You see it in track as well. You know, we see it all the time over at the athletic center at St. Chris. There's so many girls that run track.
Which is crazy to think about because at St. Chris, we have required athletics. At St. Catherine's, it's optional.
They don't, right. And you see it here. They've got all these girls in the final heat for St. Catherine's, and the same thing in track. It's depth in numbers, they just wear people down. So this one, Trinity Claire Gorey, looks like she's going to take it. If she does, beats her seed time by 8 seconds. Congratulations to her. 2:20.69.
One thing that's always exciting about these meets is they want to come out with a win. That's priority number 1. But in the back of their mind, they're all thinking about states cuts.
That's right.
Which I think is important because at the same time, they're going as fast as they possibly can. That's even more motivation.
I believe the state cut for this one is 2:13.44. If that's state meet time, if that's what that means. So you look at Heat 2, some of these girls are a little behind those times. So I'm sure a couple of girls are looking to qualify for states in Heat 2.
And one thing in addition, to be able to have your entire team advance to states, with your individual race within the relay, you can make a states cut off that.
That's right. All right, now Heat 2 about to get started here as St. Gertrude finishes up in lane 6. That's Maddie Anderegg. Congrats to her for finishing up. Look at the sportsmanship. I love that sportsmanship in lane 6 and 5.
Once again, no St. Catherine's girls in this race.
Lane 1, Christian Lewecki, Norfolk. Lane 2, Lily Honeycutt, Collegiate. Lane 3, Mia DeRoca, Veritas. Lane 4, Ellie McComb, Collegiate. 5, Lucy Speck, Trinity. 6, Ellie Jones, Norfolk. 7, Ann Sydney Ragsdale, Trinity. 8, Brooke Turner, Trinity.
And Speck getting off to a great start here. Fighting off with McComb. Trinity Collegiate have been battling all day. And in a heat where there's no St. Catherine's, looks like it's going to be between these two. For the girls, it's really been Trinity, St. Cat's, and Collegiate.
McComb's looking good right here, Joe. She's only a freshman.
They keep it coming as they're coming to this back end of this race. All swimmers basically holding their place. Besides in lane 6, Jones is making a run for Jarocco. Norfolk taking the lead, getting in 4th.
McComb looks pretty smooth, but Speck is on her heels. It was a body length lead, and now Speck is cutting it down, Joe. Here she comes.
Speck making a run for it, and also for 3rd place. Honeycutt, Jarocco, and Jones all battling it out. They're all neck and neck, fighting to try and get it.
Speck made it interesting, but McComb takes it.
And Norfolk able to finish in 3rd. Collegiate and Veritas hitting the wall at the exact same time. And that's going to be Collegiate by 0.2.
A lot of girls got state times there, Joe.
Yeah, that was impressive.
All right, here we go. Heat 3. Who we got in these lanes, Joe?
Lane 1, we have Kate Ware. Lane 2, Carrington Bowles. Lane 3, Riley Valero. 4, Alyssa Cram. 5, Lily Collins. 6, Maria McKee. And 7, we got Anna Gerard. And an 8, Virginia Angle.
Yeah, LIS Cram Collegiate is the favorite. 2:01.53. It's her seat time.
There is no one in lane 6, which was supposed to be Marie McKee.
Marin McKee.
Mary McKee.
Marin, yep. Norfolk. I wonder what that does. Does that do anything to lane 5 and lane 7? Does that make it weird that nobody is beside them?
That's a very good point.
I wonder that. Maybe we can ask Aubrey when he comes up. Has he ever raced when there's nobody in the lane beside him? Does that kind of mess you up?
This one's going to be interesting. Right now we have Collegiate in 1st with 4 St. Catherine's Rice following her behind. Now in lane 5, giving her a run for her money is Collins. Collins taking 1st place. Right behind her, there's Valero and Bowles. Bowles with a slight advantage in 3rd.
Tight race, Joe. Tight race. Look at this. They're going stroke to stroke. flip turn at the same time.
Cram and Collins battling it out, coming down to the wire.
Collins is a freshman as well, Joe. That only bodes well for St. Catherine's going forward.
Meanwhile, Cram is a junior.
Cram's out of the water first. Here it is.
He's definitely got to make up some water here.
Collins is coming.
Doesn't look like she's going to be able to get there in time. Collegiate will place in second, third, fourth, and fifth.
1:59.57 for Cram. Collins, 2 minutes and 76. They both beat their seed time by a wide margin.
That's an absurd time. 1:59.5.
Gotta love it, Joe. Gotta love it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And now we see the boys in lane 1. Hedel and Angel Hernandez. In lane 2, Jack Barnes. In lane 3, Robert Lucas. Lane 4, Knight Bowles. Lane 5, Ethan Rosen. Lane 6, Brendan Kelly. And lane 7, Jackson D. Brooks Powell. If you recognize that name, in Heat 1, we have Knight Bowles, a junior, in lane 4. Definitely the favorite for this one as he's battling it out with Rosen. These are the two favorites coming today, and they're showing it. Bowles with a slight advantage. Great flip turn there, able to set him out in first, widen that margin. But there's a lot of water to go.
Joe, this Prep League time has been established since 2009. Thomas Stevens went 139.88.
Kid can swim.
That is, we don't have a school name on him. I don't know what school he went to, but
that's ridiculous.
That's impressive. Our top seed time is 1:43.90.
And the cut is 2:01.
The record is 21 seconds under the cut, under the state cut.
That's pretty fast.
That's unreal.
Kid can swim. Bowles continuing to widen that margin. He's got Rosen way behind. Bowles laps his first man and takes the W.
1:55.58.
Incredible time for someone in Heat 2.
Actually, that's Heat 1, Joe.
He won. Wow.
Heat 2's seed time, it was that.
I was looking at the times.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Great job by Knight. He's going to steal some points there for the Saints.
Definitely. That was more than 6 seconds under.
Gambling? Exactly. I don't want to hang out with them.
We got Fuma, an 8th grader, finishing up.
First time we've seen an 8th grader today.
Right, Jackson Brooks Powell. And D'Angelo Hernandez is finishing up for Fuma. He's a junior. All right, here comes lane 2. Heat 2.
Lane 2, we got Colm F. Dodd in lane 1. Franklin Wetmore in lane 2. Joey Clarkson, lane 3. Drew Ladig, lane 4. Carter Weinstein, lane 5. Weston Williams, lane 6. William Loynes, lane 7. In lane 8, Griffith Yu. Weston Williams representing St. Christopher's in lane 6. Off to a good start. Might not be the favorite here in lane 4 or 5, but he's definitely showing he should have been in one of those lanes. Norfolk Academy's Weston falling behind. As Fuma and Ladig pulls away.
Ladig looks smooth.
He does. Fantastic flip turn right there. Williams struggled a little bit on that one. Now he's a lot closer. He's got 2 Norfolk Academy guys to his left tied up with him and 1 from Trinity. That's Westmore, Clarkson, and Lyons. Ladig pulling away. This is going to be a battle for second place, it looks like. Williams got off to a hot start, but he's definitely losing some steam.
William Lyons for Trinity fighting them for second. Watch out for lane 3 as well. That's Joey Clarkson from Norfolk.
Lyons starting to pull away. This flip turn is critical.
Leydig has got this heat for sure. Now it's all about second place.
Williams getting some steam, trying to push through. Can he get it at the buzzer?
Lyons got him in Trinity, lane 7. Williams got third in lane 6.
0.2 of a second, as we were saying, critical.
1:53.15 for Leydig. That's a great time. All right, here we go. Heat 3.
And what's crazy is Night Bowls would have placed second in that heat.
That's right. So that's what you mean by stealing points. You get somebody in heat 1 to steal some points out of this one.
Here's where the money's made. Lane 3 and 5. We have St. Chris with Aubrey Bowles and Hunter Sunland.
Hunter Sunland, the Gettysburg College commit.
He can swim. He's a Nova guy.
Jack Stetler of Woodbury Forest is in lane 4. He's the favorite.
I've always been impressed how these swimmers have so much dedication. There are certain sports where it's intense. My go-tos are swimming and wrestling. Wrestling's where it's all focused on your body. It's dieting. It's making sure you're taking care of yourself. But swimming is that, along with waking up at 4:30 in the morning to go swim.
That's right.
With chlorine in your hair, going to calculus class, it can be difficult.
They're not making it look very difficult right now. Stetler and Sunland going head to head. Stetler's got like a half of a body length right now. Starting to try to pull away, but Sunland's on him. Aubrey in lane 3, still holding third.
Aubrey Bowles, just a junior, trying to hang around with these two senior powerhouses. Holding on to third place. Hunter Sunland trying to make a run for it at the end. Stetler refusing to give up ground. Looks like he's going to hold on to first place. Aubrey Bowles making some moves, getting even closer, improving that time, and he does.
That's a great job from St. Chris getting second and third. Stetler, beautiful race for him. Stetler was right on his seed time, Joe. Right on his seed time.
Wow.
Bowles and Sunland went
0.04 of a second.
Right there on his seed time. That's amazing.
Was an improvement, but not by much.
Girls 200-yard IM. 3 heats again.
We have Colleen Weir in lane 2, Emmeline Roberts in lane 3, Lillian Simone in lane 4. Lane 5 is Rachel Buchman and Taylor
Shropshire.
See, this is why you're the comm major.
Hey, man. I'm humble, Joe. That's what I do.
I'm getting there.
No time for Shropshire, so she's a freshman. Record time in this one, 2:06.26, set in 2017.
What's been your biggest takeaway so far?
Well, again, the depth. I think that's the main thing for both Saints teams. You see that race that we just had there, the boys 200 free. You get a second and third place. That's where you start piling up the points. You get second and third in the final heat. And then you got Knight Bowles basically scoring in heat 1. He could have scored a second place in heat 2. So those kind of things are what wins meets. You know, the top scores, the big names, the Miles West, the Aubrey Bowles, you know, the Hunter Sunlands, Harry Farley. Those guys are going to score, and they're going to do well for the team. But it's those guys that get second, third, fourth, and fifth place unexpectedly that come in and get points that can help you win a meet like this. So both ways, you know, if you can steal some points in heat 1 and 2, that only bodes well for you come trophy time.
Definitely. And I think one thing that's very underrated, and not a lot of people notice, is the importance of diving in this meet. Our two go-to guys are Gray Broadus and Brett Aiken. Two guys that can really dive. Going off yesterday, it was very
Diving was
impressive.
on Friday. I haven't seen the results yet of that.
I saw some of the highlights.
Really?
It looked, Brett Aiken looked phenomenal.
So we'll try to get those results to you guys, see what's going on, see what happened there. But certainly we got Gray Broadus and Brett Aiken, two of our three divers, just doing a good job for the Saints. Looks like a tight race here in lane 3 and lane 4.
Two girls coming down to the wire. That was Ebeline Roberts from Trinity in lane 3 and Lillian Simone in first and second by 0.5 of a second. Emmeline was able to take the win.
All right, heat 2 of 3.
Things starting to pick up a little bit. These times are a lot faster than the one in first. In lane 1, BG Cave from Stab. In lane 2, Mackenzie Peterson from Norfolk Academy. Lane 3, Morgan Rogers from St. Catharines. In lane 4, Grayson Bermley, also from St. Catharines. Lane 5, Cami Villanueva from Collegiate. Lane 6, Riley Campbell from Collegiate. Lane 7, Haley Perry from Trinity. Lane 8, Giuliani Hood from Norfolk Academy.
Joe, I think I found my favorite name in the meet.
What is it?
BG Cave. I like that. I wonder what BG stands for. Bailey Garnett, something like that. BG Cave. I want to meet her.
You want to meet her?
From Stab. She's got to be cool. BG Cave, such a cool name.
Because your nephew's KP?
KP Pulley for 3. We had a rough night last night.
Is it really KP Pulley?
It's Keyshawn Pulley Jr. is his name, but we just call him KP.
But I keep hearing people call him KP Pulley because they're so used to just calling him KP.
Right, but the P stands for Pulley.
Exactly.
So it's not really
I don't
KP
understand
Pulley.
it.
So it's Keyshawn. So when you say KP, it's just, that should be it, KP. I digress. St. Catharines, lane 4. That is Grayson Brumley, a freshman, Joe, leading the way.
A lot of freshmen in this meet. And they don't always swim like it. They show that they can really run with the older guys.
Riley Campbell in lane 6 is an 8th grader for Collegiate.
And an 8th grader in Heat 2 in second place at the moment.
He's going well.
Now we hit the freestyle. It's Campbell and Villanueva. Villanueva and Brumley. Brumley with a strong lead. As Villanueva tries to come from behind. She falls back. Meets her friend Campbell. Campbell and Villanueva fighting for second place. They're going to finish in second and third while St. Catharines, takes first and fourth.
Good run there for Collegiate and St. Catharines.
St. Catharines able to win by just about 2 seconds, a little bit more.
All right, final heat.
I'm excited. We got Ginny Hester from Trinity in lane 1, Olivia DeRoser from St. Catharines in lane 2. Charlotte Wisniak in lane 3 from St. Catharines. Kayla Wilson in lane 4 from Norfolk Academy. Molly Blanchard, lane 5 from Veritas. Emily Cantor, lane 6 from Collegiate. Chloe Jepson, lane 7 from Trinity. And Eleanor Cribbs in lane 8 from Collegiate.
Joe, lane 4 is open. Kayla Wilson, Norfolk Academy, not here. That's your favorite, not here. So it is wide open for Wisniak in lane 3. And Molly Blanchard in lane 5.
Second time we've seen that today.
Hope everything's all right with Norfolk's team. I think that's the second time a Norfolk person is not shown for the race. Hope everything's all right.
It's flu season.
Yeah, true. I'm not feeling the best myself, Joe. Trying to get through it. All right, Blanchard. Another freshman, Joe. 2:08:11 seed time.
Very impressive. Blanchard with a hefty lead. With Wisnack right behind her. One thing I've always thought is crazy is the support at swim meets.
Absolutely.
Because they can't really hear it.
True.
You can hear yelling.
And you can't see me right now, but I'm kind of moving my hands. There's a lot of that gesture of go, 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 go. And it's like, well, I can't really see you, but I appreciate the support, but a lot of clapping, you know.
And they could be clapping for the person you're competing against, and you would have no idea.
Right. So Veritas here looks like she's going to take it. That's Blanchard. Close to a record, Joe. I think we got a record. We got a new record, Joe.
Wow.
We got a new record. Molly Blanchard, Veritas freshman. 2:04:45, new meet record. Beating Sophie Sabota? Sophie Sabota.
I don't even know. I'm not even going to try.
2017, her time was 2:06:26. Molly Blanchard, your new LIS record holder.
It's fun to watch.
Great job from Molly Blanchard there for Veritas.
And Charlotte Wisnack was just a second away from the previous one. But now we see the boys in the 200-yard IM. In lane 1 is Ross Hope. Lane 3 is Ross Hope from Norfolk Academy. Lane 4, Dan Okolove from Woodbury Forest in lane 4. Holden Nelson in lane 5 from Norfolk Academy. And Alec Desmond in lane 6 from Woodbury Forest.
That was impressive, your lane 4 call. I thought you were going to get tripped up there.
I really did too.
That was impressive.
Thank you.
Penn State, here he comes.
I don't know yet.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Well, college SID departments. Here Joe comes. Indiana, Penn State, Butler. You never know. Watch out. I got my guy Joe Brennan coming for you. Versatile. We stream swimming. We do basketball. We do wrestling. We do futsal.
I've done a little bit of everything.
We do it all.
I don't think there's been a sport I haven't called yet.
We do it all. We do it all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I love my SID guys. This is the 6th year of the program. We're doing a tremendous job. Everybody loves the coverage. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. Over almost 800 subscribers now, Joe.
That's awesome.
It's just.
And is it our second or third year on YouTube?
This is the second year, I believe. Second full year on YouTube. I believe we went to YouTube in late 2018.
I had to switch over from the Cube. Some people still call us the Cube.
We still call us the Cube.
I think it was a great transition.
Great transition. YouTube has been good to us. More user-friendly. Everybody has a YouTube app. You can hit it on your phone. The notifications have been great. So we really appreciate you guys' support. And I really appreciate all the guys that sign up for SID and do a good job with it. So it's been a good winter season.
We've been having fun.
So, Joe, the seed time or the record time for this one is 1:50:64. And we know this name, Sean Hogan, the Tennessee swimmer.
Wow.
Former St. Chris star. He's a Tennessee Volunteer now. He went 1:50:64 last year in this meet.
I mean, who else?
Yeah. So Clayton Wetstein of Norfolk Academy, a sophomore. That's a pretty impressive seed time, Joe. 1:52:70. That's pretty impressive.
I think impressive is not enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's to be that close to Sean Hogan's time as a sophomore.
That's ridiculous.
In
Heat 2, Nathan Milligan in lane 1 for Trinity. In lane 2, Liam Desmond in lane 2 for Woodbury Forest. Joseph Alskoy in lane 3 for Collegiate. Gavin Newcamp in lane 4 for Woodbury Forest. Jamie Boyd in lane 5 for St. Chris. Jack Dragoni in lane 6 for St. Chris. Nicholas Rose in lane 7 for Norfolk Academy, and Andrew Eastep in lane 8 for Collegiate. I am so excited to see Jack Dragoni. I have yet to see him swim this year. I'm a big fan of his. Another committed guy.
Where's Jack going? Don't know. We'll find out.
I got it on the tip of my tongue.
I didn't know he was pursuing swimming.
He's a big swimmer. He's committed to Mary Washington.
Okay. Awesome.
Happened just recently on January 8th. Has the gear all decked out.
I like it. We got signing day coming up as well, Joe, next Friday. So these guys will be confirming their decisions.
Boyd from St. Chris really showing that he can swim. In second place with Alscoli, excuse me. Right behind him, Dragoni. Showing off what he can do best.
Newcamp looking smooth, but he's feeling some pressure now. Here's the freestyle. Last section.
Boyd and Dragoni are both excellent in freestyle. Really sets them apart from a lot of swimmers. But Newcamp does the exact same. Along with that is Trinity's Alscoli. Fighting off with Dragoni, fighting for third place. This could be a big one. Right down to the wire. That's going to be a tight one.
Alscoli got him a tenth of a second. Wow.
That was a fast second heat.
All right, heat 3.
Heat 3, Ryder Hewitt, lane 1 for Trinity. Lane 2, Noah Henrochi. Hotrine, lane 2 for Stab. Lane 3, Zach Ashby for Stab. Lane 4, Clayton Wishstein for Norfolk Academy. Lane 5, Liam Ryan for Collegiate. Lane 6, Will Stevens for St. Chris. In lane 7, Brian Kwan for Collegiate. In lane 8, T. Bowles for St. Chris. St. Chris not the favorite in this right now. In a tight race. Collegiate and Woodbury Forest in the lead. Westine and Ryan. Excuse me. Ryan and Steven. Is it just me or the caps don't match? Am I confused? I am confused. My apologies. It is Westine and Ashby.
Well, Collegiate.
Norfolk Academy and Collegiate are in first.
Right. Ryan. You got lane 5, Liam Ryan.
There we
is
go.
the one with him. Oh, they're neck and neck, yo. I mean, oh. Look at this, Ryan. Liam Ryan looks like he's having a race of his life.
This could honestly be a record time. He's going fast. Both of them.
Whetstein's time is almost 4 seconds for seed time, 4 seconds more than Collegiate here. And Collegiate is dominating.
Definitely an underdog story. Came out of nowhere.
He's got a body length. Here comes Whetstein. Maybe the freestyle is Whetstein's specialty.
His final leg. Watch that kick turn. There we go. Norfolk Academy coming from behind. He's making some moves.
Can Ryan hold him off?
Looks like he will. Keeps him at his feet.
Great race. Liam Ryan beats his time. 154.85. Whetstein didn't have his best. He went 156. Again, his seed time was 152. So congrats to Liam Ryan there, Collegiate, your 200-yard Prep League IM champion.
Will Stevens from St. Chris able to get third. Now we see the girls' 50-yard freestyle. In lane 2, Damo Pierre Luis for Veritas. In lane 3, Sarah Hess for St. Gertrude's. Lane 4, Mary Christine Helms for Veritas. Lane 5, Ann Dalton Sisk for St. Gertrude's. Lane 6, Alia Witter for St. Gertrude's.
Nice.
Once again, a lot of St. Gertrude's girls. It's all St. Gertrude's and Veritas.
And this will be really quick heats here. Only one lap.
Wow. All right, heat 2. Lane 1, Emily Bright for Norfolk Academy. Lane 2, Blythe V. Brewwester for Woodbury Forest, Lane 3, Lauren Sullivan for Stab. Lane 4, Ann Carlson Blanchard for Veritas. Lane 5, Charlotte DeVillier for Stab. Lane 6, Nia Robinson for Stab. Lane 7, Emily Saja for St. Gertrude's. Lane 8, Rennie Kowalski for Veritas. And they're coming down to the wire. 3 girls all tied at the top. Making a move for it.
Ooh, tight race.
I have no idea who's in
race.
first.
Ooh, lane 4 get it?
That
Lane
looked
4
like
got
lane
it.
4.
And Kaysen Blanchard, Veritas, another 8th grader, Joe.
Wow.
To be young and athletic, Joe.
An 8th grader in a race where there's seniors taking first place.
Heat 3, Van Rokel, Collegiate, Coffee, Trinity, Schlettlick, Stab, 4, Hewitt, Trinity, Perkins, St. Chris in 5, Morris in 6 for Trinity, 7, Reynolds, St. Catherine's, Rose, Norfolk Academy in 8.
Grace Perkins, a phenomenal start, and she'll finish the same way. An easy W.
Grace Perkins beats her seed time by about a half a second. The record in this one is 23:95. Sydney Whiting in 2018.
It's a ridiculous time. Lane 1, Alchibert for Collegiate. Lane 2, Gill from Norfolk Academy. Lane 3, Ferguson for Collegiate. Lane 4, Whitting from Trinity. Lane 5, Darling for St. Catherine's. Lane 6, Godwin Bryan for St. Catherine's. Lane 7, Chen from Collegiate. Lane 8, Falcon from Norfolk Academy.
And Sydney is the record holder. Let's see if she can beat her record. Trinity. She does.
Wow.
23:53. Knocks off her time from 2018, from 2 years ago. Sydney Whiting,
Go off.
a senior. Wow.
Set the record as a sophomore.
Set the record as a sophomore and beats it. Now we move on to the boys. They do not play around. There is no waiting. They get right to it. Boys 53. How many heats we got, Joe? 4?
We got 4 heats,
heats.
once again. Just 4 guys in this race. And we see number 4, from Norfolk. Fuma, take that W. Devere from Stab, right behind him. And now we get into heat 2. Lane 1, Loose for Fuma. Lane 2, Oral for Stab. Lane 3, Oki for Stab. Lane 4, Barnes for Collegiate. Lane 5, Calvani for Collegiate. Lane 6, Johnson for Norfolk Academy. Lane 7, De La Torre for Woodbury. Lane 8, Tiffany for Norfolk. And they're off and swimming, hitting the water quick. They got 3 guys all up there that could be first. Looks like it's going to be lane 6 more. Lane 5, Roberts.
Now, what heat was that, Joe? Was that heat 2? I thought that was heat 2.
That was heat 2.
Yeah, that was heat 2. So that was that Clavana?
That was Clavana. My apologies. I was looking at heat 3.
It's all good. Heat 3.
I got excited.
Man, it goes fast. It goes fast. Heat 3, let's see who comes out on this turn. Lane 4. Lane 4, St. Chris.
Guy
Perkins, a freshman.
He's going fast. Carter Perkins representing St. Chris, trying to get that win, and he will.
23:11. Nice time for him.
Beat his own time.
Record is 20:49. Favorite in Heat 4, Joe? Looks like Miles West. We just were talking about him.
We got lane 1, Anthony from Norfolk Academy. Lane 2, Wise from St. Chris. Lane 3, Washington for St. Chris. Lane 4, West for St. Chris. Lane 5, Mayer for Collegiate. Lane 6, Sharabahan from Stab. Lane 7, Lundy from Woodbury Forest, lane 8. Williams. I got to get the names out so quick that I can't even watch it because they're going so fast. Miles West trying to make that money, showing what he's got. Coming down to the wire. Miles West takes it home.
21:81. Good time for Miles. A little slower than he has done in the past, but he gets it done for St. Chris.
There will now be fifth break. There will be a 15-minute break.
Wow.
Time is 10:54.
We do need that 15-minute break here in the meet. I'm tired. I'm a little exhausted. You know how
I've never been this tired.
It's so hot in the arena where the swimming is. It just it's just like it's wintertime. You're in here sweating. Jeez.
I wore shorts.
Swimmers may enter the pool feet first only.
So with that 15-minute break, we're going to take one with them.
There's no diving,
We'll be right back.
no
Stay tuned.
starts, no backstrokes.
Welcome back, and we're underway, getting things going. At the break, we got yesterday's diving statistics and results. St. Catherine's came in first, second, 8th, and 9th. I'm not sure exactly who came in those places, but I'm going to give you a strong guess that number 1 was Chandler Kirkham. She's fantastic. She's been an elite diver since her sophomore year. And for the guys, 2nd, 4th, 8th, and 7th. Second place was Gray Broadus.
Nice. Good job from Gray, on his way probably to another all-metro selection for diving.
That's a great way to get some points on the board.
There is a website where these, or an app, where the scores are. I see parents looking at it. You got to find that out so we can tell the viewers if they don't know.
I was talking to Coach Watson. He gave me the name. I forgot it. He said you got it.
He emailed it to me, but I can't really log into my email on this. Well, I'll figure it out.
We'll get that soon enough. Right now we're in the girls 1 meter. No, excuse me. We're in the girls 100-yard butterfly. Event 11. First place was actually in the 6th lane. It's Kate Rose from Norfolk Academy. And now in Heat 2, we have in lane 1, Perry from Norfolk Academy. In lane 2, Robinson from Stab. Lane 3, Cantrell from Trinity. Lane 4, Bowles from St. Catherine's. Lane 5, Suro for Collegiate. Lane 6, Spurrow from St. Gertrude's. Lane 7, Duffy from Trinity. And lane 8, McCawks from Veritas. Off to the races is number 5, Suro, the freshman, competing with Bowles. And just to the left of Bowles is Cantrell from Trinity. All 3 of those neck and neck. Bowles falling a little bit behind. Has already had 1 event today. It's a lot of endurance you need to have. Great turn there. You can tell she's losing a little bit of steam, trying to keep up with it. The state cut here is 107. And Bowles made it. That was a tight race. The final results were lane 3 Cantrell was able to come from behind and secure that victory. Then second place was Suro, third place Bowles. And we move on to Heat 3. This one should be exciting. Lane 1, Perry from Trinity. Lane 2, Cassup from St. Catherine's. Lane 3, Rogers from Collegiate. Lane 4, Godwin Bryan from St. Catherine's. An 8th grader, number 5, Shepard from Trinity. Lane 6, Cribbs from Collegiate. Lane 8, Brumley from St. Catherine's. Lane 8, Mullins. They're already going quickly.
All right, Joe, so the results are up on Meet Mobile.
Lane 4, Godwin Bryan, swimming phenomenally. She's in 8th grade and leading the pack in the final heat. It's coming down to the wire. I don't know who's got it. First place was Maggie Shepard in lane 5, barely. 0.5 of a second. That's going to be first place. Lane 3, Avery Rogers from Collegiate comes in second. And Godwin Bryan fell behind, came in third. So now for the boys. Lane 2, Giancarlo Antunes from Fuma. Lane 3, you got Robinson for Collegiate. Lane 4, Wee for Fuma. Lane 5, Patzer for Norfolk. And Lane 6, Bush. Norfolk Academy's Patzer off to a pretty good start. One thing that I'd like to take into account, after talking to some of the swimmers at the break, I asked, what are y'all looking forward to for the rest of the day? Simultaneously, all of them say 200 free relay.
Is that the last event? Pretty sure it is.
That's going to be event 18.
18, okay.
Right now we're on 12.
All right, it's coming.
I'm excited for that one. If they're all hyped up for it, I can only imagine what that's going to entail.
All right, lane 5 won that one.
All right, now we got Heat 2. Lane 1, Oki from Stab. Lane 2, Seagull, Norfolk Academy. Lane 3, Davis for St. Chris. Lane 4, Sullivan for St. Chris. Lane 5, Kelvana for Collegiate. Lane 6, Eastep for Collegiate. Lane 7, Okalove for Woodbury Forest. Lane 8, Woroth for Stab.
Joe Sullivan in lane 4 just looks like a football player.
He's an absolute beast. He's
good.
just
He
a
is so
pure
big.
unit.
That is crazy.
Defensive line, he's like a Khalil Mack kind of guy. Can play DN, can play outside, can play inside. Just an absolute tank.
He's carving up the water. But he's got two competitors right with him. Brandon Davis, St. Chris, Leighton, Clavana, Collegiate, lane 5. Tight race, Clavana.
Looks like he's got a little bit more steam. Can Sullivan extends?
He did.
Sullivan extended using those arms. Gets first place by a tenth of a second.
Ooh-wee. What a race as they fist bump right at the end, showing the appreciation of the competition.
That was wild.
What a race.
It looked like he was going to be half a step right behind him, but that's the advantage of being a big body when you're swimming.
Sir.
He's got those long arms.
You're right, Joe.
I mean, just perfectly placed
Perfect
it.
timing.
Beautiful.
He just came
Beautiful.
through at the right time. Mid-stroke, got him.
That could be a big one. Now we got the final heat. Lane 1, Fletcher, Woodbury Forest. Lane 2, Coleman, Norfolk. Lane 3, Miles West, St. Chris. Lane 4, Floyd for Woodbury Forest. Lane 8, Camerton for Trinity. Lane 6, Laundry, Woodbury Forest. Lane 7, Bowles, St. Chris. Lane 8, Southern for Norfolk. Miles West, and I was talking to him earlier, when his time was a little bit slower, he said, I knew I had it in the bag, and I had to save some energy for this race. He knew that this one was going to be a competitive one. He's in lane 3. He's not the favorite for this one. And it shows these two guys, Camerda and Laundry, are going off.
This is
Floyd and Camerda.
Yeah, Cameron Rodan. The Trinity is just killing it right now.
The ability to just glide through there is absurd. His arms and feet moving simultaneously. Just
Miles is third.
You got
Floyd is second. They all beat their seed time.
And they all made the state's cut. I'm sure they had already made the state cut, though.
True. All right, girls 100 freestyle. 4 heats in this one.
We got lane 3, Mitchox from Veritas. Lane 4, Craig for Stab. Lane 5, Pierre Luis for Veritas. And lane 6, Parker for Norfolk.
So fans, yes, go to Meet Mobile. Download the app, Meet, M-E-E-T, Mobile, M-O-B-I-L-E. And that's where the meet can be tracked. And you can see all the scores, figure out where your son, where your daughter, where your family member finished, what their time was. Meet Mobile. I'm about to download it right now, Joe.
I say go for it.
Install.
It would typically say download, but you got a Samsung.
I do have a Samsung.
It's whack.
I'm a note guy.
Any reason for that?
Not really.
Just like to be different? You're
I
not
don't know, I just
trendy?
got tired of the iPhone. Just didn't. I don't know.
Not a fan?
My wife is, so she has it all the time.
Your texts are green.
I text her again.
I don't like that.
I know. All right, as I search the meet right now, let's see Prep League.
Here we got Heat 2, Lane 1, Pistras for St. Gertrude's. Lane 2, Wright Witter for St. Gertrude's. Lane 3, Blanchard for Veritas. Lane 4, Woolman for Trinity. Lane 5, Roberts for Trinity. Lane 6, Hess for St. Gertrude's. Lane 7, Liverman for St. Gertrude's. Lane 8, Robinson. Person I would watch here is in lane 4, Olivia Woolman. One of the favorites coming into today. Finishing that up. A surprising finish in lane 6. Excuse me, lane 5 was Emmeline Roberts in first. Second was Blanchard for Veritas, and third was Woolman. Very tight one. All little less than a second apart. Here we're in Heat 3. Lane 1, Aronson for Collegiate. Lane 2, Turton for St. Catherine's. Lane 3, Shetlick from Stab. Lane 3, Jones from Norfolk Academy. Lane 5, Morris from Trinity. Lane 6, Ness from Collegiate. Lane 7, DeRocco from Veritas. And Lane 8, Sullivan for Stab. Off to a great start here. Lane 3 and 5 battling it out. That's Shretlick and Morris. Hadley Turkerman for St. Catherine's trying to place in third, and she will. Turton finishes in third. First goes to Shetlick. And second goes to Morris. Heat 4, this is the one we've all been waiting for. Lane 1, Perkins for St. Catherine's. Lane 2, Chen from Collegiate. Lane 3, Dyerly for St. Catherine's. Lane 4, Whitling for Trinity. Lane 5, McKee for Norfolk. Lane 6, Cram for Collegiate. Lane 7, Bowles for St. Catherine's. Lane 8, Ware. And off to a dominating start is Whitney for Trinity. Ahead of the entire pack.
She set the record earlier, Joe, in her earlier event. What was that? Let me find it.
She's fast.
The 53. The 53. She set the record in the 53 earlier today.
I mean, now she's got 100 free. Trinity could get second and third. Collegiate could get second and third here.
Joe, she set another record. She set a record in the 100 free as well. Broke her own record again. She set the record last year. And she broke her own record.
She's pretty fast.
Sydney, is it Whiting or Whitting? Not sure.
Looks like Whitting.
Whitting, a senior monster. 53 100 free championship
Absolute
for her.
monster.
Unreal.
St. Catherine's own Tess Dyerly got third there. And now for the boys.
Only 3 heats.
Heat 1, we got in lane 1, Lucas for Norfolk. Lane 2, Delangel Hernandez for Fuma. Lane 3, Hope for Norfolk. Lane 4, Armstrong for Collegiate. Lane 5, Hernandez for Fuma. Lane 6, Starner for Fuma. Lane 7, Trudell for Norfolk. We're coming up on this 200-yard freestyle. I hope we get there before we have to pass things off.
Well, we'll see. Is there a long race in between? Got 500-yard freestyle. That'll take up some time. And you are a leader of the program. You're welcome to stay until.
I will.
I mean, you could
Just wanted you to know that.
Yeah, that's just fine.
One person I'm excited to see swim is Sydney Fuller. She's a girl in the, I believe, 2nd or 3rd heat. That's trying to make that state cut. She was 0.4 seconds away last week. She wants it.
Heat 2, Clapton, TS, Spivey, Collegiate, Williams, TS, Anthony, Norfolk, Moore, Woodbury, Nice, Collegiate, Dodd, Woodbury, U, Woodbury, 1 through 8.
Keeping it going. Woodbury and Collegiate battling this one out. Tied neck and neck. Watch this flip turn. It's going to be big. Woodbury will take a slight lead off that one. We got these two tied for first, 1 man in second, and then 4 tied for fourth place. Let's see how that ended up.
Peter Moore got that, Woodbury. Good time for him. The record is 46:05.
Final heat. Lane 1, Bowles for St. Chris. Lane 2, Little for Woodbury Forest. Lane 3, Mayer for Collegiate. Lane 4, Chabra for Stab. Lane 5, Sunland for St. Chris. Lane 6, Washington for St. Chris. Lane 7, Roberts for Trinity. Lane 8, Wise for St. Chris. We got a lot of St. Chris guys in this race. Let's see if they can get some more points on that board. It looks like lane 5.
Yeah, Sunland's not in there. Yeah, Sunland's not in there. I wonder what happened.
I'm not sure. I can't even see him on the sideline. That could be critical for the Saints. That's a guy that could have definitely come in first place. He was one of the favorites.
And Chabra.
Chupacabra.
Joe, his time was exactly the same as the C time. 48:06.
That's ridiculous. Imagine being that precise and consistent.
Good job from him. Congratulations to the Stab senior swimmer. All right, now we got some longer races, Joe. This is what takes up the time here a little bit. About 5 to 6 minutes per race. And we got girls 500 freestyle. So we've got some time where we're not going to have as much going on. This race only has 3 girls in it. Molly's Rule, St. Gertrude, Mackenzie Peterson, Norfolk Academy, Audrey Lewis, St. Gertrude. Got 3 heats.
6 if you're counting the boys.
6 heats for the boys? Oh, 6 if you got the boys, yes. So, yeah, that's 30 minutes. So you're probably looking at about 12 o'clock. And then a 200-yard freestyle relays.
Just on
So
time.
your shift will be over.
Just on time.
Your shift will be over.
No, well.
Just kidding. You can stay. Absolutely.
I will. Nolan can take a step back. If he's on time.
Well, we'll see if Liam is ready to go. He was on our futsal stream Thursday. And I think McDermott will be on later as well for the stream. Correct?
He is. He's on color. It's a dynamic duo. They're going to be having some fun.
Definitely going to miss you guys, miss the seniors. You guys put in some yeoman's work on the SID crew.
I honestly don't know what you're going to do without us.
Yeah, we've got it. We got some big shoes to fill. I think Aubrey Bowles will do a great job filling them. We'll miss him for winter, but I'm sure he'll be in for fall and spring next year. We got some other, other juniors that have done it. Got some guys they have to step up. Got some good sophomores like Mac Miller, I should say. I think he's doing a pretty good job. Camden Cobb, guys that are into it. So we'll see. Sam Hubbard on the camera right now was into it as well. So we'll keep it going. Everybody wondered what we'll do when Sheldon Moss left.
It's just tough.
You know,
like
fill in.
It's like when UNC lost Michael Jordan. You know, it's kind of like that. When he retired from the Bulls too. When the Cavs lost LeBron.
I think it's more like when the Cavs lost like Mo Williams, or when the Bulls lost Tony Kukoc.
Derrick Rose.
I guess I give you Derrick Rose. You're an MVP. You're an MVP.
Youngest MVP to ever live.
I give you Derrick Rose.
22 years old.
I'll give you that. Oliver Sabo in the building. Got his nice golf polo throw on. He's ready to golf it up next year. He's in the building. Sabo, are you scheduled for this? You are? Sabo, early for his assignment. I like that.
That's what we do.
Sabo. This senior crew is really strong.
This senior class, just in general,
really strong.
Student council.
No jokes. All jokes aside, you guys were really strong. You did a good job. You've done a really good job. Really proud of you guys.
I'm talking about that.
This has been really exciting, man. This has been fun.
One thing that I think the
Joe's
senior
had so much fun.
One thing I think the senior class has been doing a great job. The student sections this year.
Student section for basketball was unbelievable yesterday.
And football and soccer.
Football was good. Soccer was good. Yeah.
The amount of people that have been texting me today being like, are you going to the swim meet? You going to the track meet? People.
They're into it.
Love supporting others. We got one acts tonight that I'm going to.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good. Support all around.
I've heard it's really good. I heard that Jaden's and Vasco's is great. Excited for that one.
All right. So Peterson here for Norfolk Academy. Seems to be still holding it. Come on, Sam. Hang in there. There you go. Sam got it on track now. So, Joe, you see the teammates are putting numbers to let them know what lap it is. So I guess there's some strategy there to it to let them know, hey, you got 2 laps left, you got 4 laps left, to let them know, hey, this is where you need to pick it up.
Trinity are doing well.
Yeah, Trinity looks like they got this one under control. That is Audrey Lewis. State cut time is 6:02, and she will get that easily. All right, so that's lane 5, Audrey Lewis. That's my cousin, Joe. Audrey
Really?
Lewis. Yeah. 5:39:10. I'm adopting her. She wins heat 1 for St. Gertrude. My cousin actually went to St. Gertrude. She was a really good basketball player there.
So first you're going to go talk to GD.
No. BG.
BG.
BG Cave. I gotta find her, man. BG Cave. I know she's cool. You gotta be cool with a name like that. BG. All right, heat 2. Here we go. Emily Britt, lane 1, Norfolk Academy. And Sydney Ragsdale, lane 2, TS. Whitney Robeson, Collegiate, lane 3. Lane 4, Lucy Speck, Trinity. Lane 5, Ellie McComb, Collegiate. Lane 6, Julianne Hood, Norfolk Academy. Lane 7, Emma Smith, Trinity.
Emma Smith is a fantastic swimmer. She's someone to watch.
1879 seed time. I'm sure she'll destroy that.
I'm surprised that's her seed time.
Yeah, I'm sure that was just a practice time for her.
I know she's one of those girls that wakes up at 4:30 in the morning. She went to St. Catherine's last year.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
She transferred this year.
Trinity stole one from us, huh?
She did.
Huh.
It's on my next term.
Well, no St. Catherine's girls in this one. That's because 4 girls are in the heat 3. continuing the trend of them just placing 3 and 4 swimmers in every final heat. It's amazing.
I mean, if you take up all the lanes, that increases your chances of getting some points.
There you go. That's what I mean.
But I think it could be tough to forfeit a point. Luke not having anyone in the heat. Talking about forfeiting points, St. Chris doesn't have a wrestler for the 185 weight class, so Spencer Core has joined the wrestling team.
Are you serious?
Yes. Spencer Core, not a guy that wrestles, has never wrestled, is just a lifter, and is that weight, has been wrestling the last week to prepare for states.
Wow.
Because if you don't have a wrestler for a weight class, it's considered a forfeit, which is considered a pin, which is 6 points.
That's right.
So he's like, even if I lose by 15, we still get a point. Or lose by.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's what's just so impressive about St. Chris in general. That is teamwork.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? And you step up for the team, and those wrestlers will always remember him for that. If they win this prep league, well, they'll probably win the prep league. But if they win that state championship by a few points, it's because of Spencer Core's sacrifice. That's awesome.
He did get pinned in 12 seconds.
Well, hey, he can get pinned in a minute next time. You know? He's just starting out.
But I'm pretty sure he was wrestling against like the number 1 or 2 guy in the state.
He's a strong kid, but he doesn't know what he's doing. He's out there against the best kids.
Have you been to one of his lifting meets?
I only saw the video that we posted on Twitter, which was awesome.
It was
30
fun.
St. Chris students there watching him.
I was there. It was fun.
Go to STC Athletics and see it. It's on our Twitter handle, STC Athletics.
Saw Coach Wright do a little bit of lifting too.
That's right. He's into it.
Another guy he's recruiting is actually Garnett Nelson and Braxton Page.
Garnett's a beast. He had a really good football season.
He did. Came out of nowhere.
All right, so we got Collegiate. Looks like they are leading McComb. Another freshman, Joe.
Dang.
We're also going to try to get some team scores.
I would love that.
I can't get that from Meet Mobile because you have to pay for it. I'm not paying $3 for $5. I don't have it. Do you have it?
I don't.
I know you spent a lot of your money on all of your SID gear.
I just spent that much. I didn't get a beanie.
I don't know why they are. They need to be here by now.
I did not get one. That was all Durham and Sabo. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, Emma Smith, that time did not look accurate, and she is doing well. She was projected to be towards last place, second to last. She's hanging in there. Tied for third right now, excuse me. Setting herself up in great position.
So Oliver Sabo is going to go work on team scores for us.
Perfect.
That'll be helpful.
That's that teamwork we're talking about.
There we go. Here early, willing to help.
Coach Lou, genuine question.
Yes, sir.
Not how fast do you think you could swim this long?
Could I swim this long?
Yes.
Absolutely not. I would tap out. About 2.5 minutes in, I'd be done.
I don't think I could get that far, I'm being honest.
I may be able to do 6 laps or 3 laps.
That's even a stretch. That's a lot.
I think I can do 150 yards. That's about it.
You think you can go there and back 3 times?
3 times. I could do that. But I would top out.
Do you think you could do it quickly?
No.
Just overall.
Overall. McComb looks like she's going to have it.
Easily.
But it's tight. Ragsdale in 2. McComb got it. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 and 2 weren't close. I thought 1 and 2 were
After
there
a
as well. 4 was it?
3-way tie for third. Went right down to the wire.
Norfolk Academy
Very close.
was in 4.
But a lot of state cuts. State cuts for everyone that's finished so far.
All right, so unfortunately we can't get team scores. They can't give us that information.
Darn. Emma Smith's time was 18 seconds lower than what you had.
Yeah, we knew that was coming.
I'm excited. She was my St. Catherine's girl that I was rooting for in that race because we didn't really have one.
Well, we have 4 now. Go ahead, you got it. Introduce us to our swimmers.
Thank you. Lane 1, we got Suro from Collegiate. Lane 2, Shepard from Trinity. Lane 3, Collins from St. Catherine's. Lane 4, Wilson from Norfolk Academy. Lane 5, Rogers from Collegiate. Lane 6, Valero from St. Catherine's. Lane 7, Bowles from St. Catherine's. Lane 8, Nystrom from St. Catherine's.
St. Catherine's. 4 of the 8 swimmers in the final heat.
They are repping on the side closest on the bottom of your screen. Not necessarily the favorite here, though. Girl to watch is Kayla Wilson. Her projected
Look at her C time.
her C time is 4:56. The closest one after that is 5:25.
So her C time is 3 seconds better than the meet record.
Wow.
Set in 2014 by Mary Catherine Kish.
So a record that was set 6 years ago, her C time is 3 seconds higher.
Could be going down today. We've seen a lot of records today, Joe. We've seen a lot of records. Her C time is the only one under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I mean, her C time is lower than all of the boys in heat 1, 2, and all of the boys except for 2 of them. All of the boys
impressive.
through all 3 heats.
Three. Because Dalton Joby or Job has a little better time.
Didn't see that one.
So she has a better seed time than all of the boys but 3.
That's ridiculous.
That is impressive.
Wow. She's already cooking. One thing that surprises me is to her right, one of the favorites, Rogers, is 2 laps behind.
Already.
Who's doing really well is Collins for St. Catherine's.
I mean, she is almost a lap ahead at this point. Maybe 3/4 of a lap ahead at this point. Oh no! Now Collegiate caught up. Yeah, they okay. Now
that looked like there was an error with the board that they had.
That was an error. So yeah, Collegiate.
That makes a lot more sense.
It does. That was really quick.
I was like, that's absurd.
So Avery Rogers is hanging in there with the favorite, Kayla Wilson. As we continue to talk about Kayla Wilson, what is even more impressive, Joe, she's a sophomore. She's a sophomore, man. Kayla Wilson of Norfolk.
That is dangerous.
That is unbelievable.
Wow.
Only going to get better.
That's scary to think about.
Yeah. I wonder who's recruiting her. Or has she committed already? Is recruiting as quick in swimming as it is in other
I have
sports?
no idea.
It seems like it
I feel like it would be.
probably is because the times are the times. You know, it is what it is.
Very
If you swim
definitive.
at a certain time, like,
They need someone for butterfly. They're going to look
Right.
who's got the best time.
exactly.
Meanwhile, in sports like football and soccer and lacrosse, it can be a guessing game.
So she will not set the record because she's at her seed time right now on the turn. But this is the final lap. And she's going to look to hold off Rogers. But Rogers hung in there the whole time. Rogers tries to get her at the end. Rogers. Woo.
Unable to.
Rogers made it close.
Wow.
Great job from Avery Rogers, but Kayla Wilson's your 500 freestyle champion.
Seed times were off here.
Yeah.
Wilson's was a little too low. Rogers was a little too high. Rogers was projected 525 and finished with 512. Now we're going to get to see the boys coming up soon. In lane 2, it's going to be Dean for Woodbury Forest. Lane 3 is Johnson for Norfolk Academy. Lane 4 is Smith for St. Chris. Lane 5 is Robinson for Collegiate. Lane 6 is Segal for Norfolk. And lane 7 is Brooks Powell for Fuma.
Super Bowl, Joe? Who you got winning?
I have no idea.
Me either.
My friends and I are thinking about doing a bet where pick the wrong team. You have to do like spray tan or frosted tips. Get a mullet, like shave the sides of your head.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Yes. I mean, it's fun if you're not the loser. It's fun if your friend has frosted tips for a week.
I'm a Raiders fan, so you don't really want San Francisco to win anything because they're like a Bay Area rival. Well, not anymore since they're the Vegas Raiders now. And you definitely don't want Kansas City to win because that's your division rival. So, but a lot of my buddies and friends love San Francisco, so I'll be a San Francisco fan for one day.
See, on one hand, I'm a Vikings fan, so I prefer the team that beat us to win to say we lost to the Super Bowl champion.
There you go.
And I like the Niners because they're sneaky good on offense.
Yeah.
They average more points than the Chiefs, who
Yeah.
are considered to have the most explosive offense led behind Patrick Mahomes.
Speaking of football, Jeff Moore's in the building.
Jeffrey Moore?
Jeffrey Moore is in the building. Prep League State Player of the Year. Jeffrey Moore. Waiting on his football decision. Can't wait to see what he does want to do.
Yeah, he's got some offers.
Former VMI lacrosse commit said, forget that. I'd rather hit people all the time.
I'm not sure if he's even playing lacrosse this year.
I certainly hope so. But we'll see.
With Mullins.
Chase Mullins, best face-off guy in the nation.
It's ridiculous. Have you seen him face off?
I've never seen him face off.
I saw a video of it once. I was
very quick and
confused. It
strong.
looked like magic. Like
Wow.
it was not in his stick, and then it was within like a second or less.
Wow. It'll be an interesting spring season. Lacrosse should be good.
I'm looking to all the sports. I would love to see a prep league sweep for every single sport. It could be done. It could be done
You mean in the spring?
in general.
Well, basketball it's going to be tough for basketball to win it at this point with 3 losses in the prep league. But the tournament is there.
3 losses in the prep league?
Yes, in the regular season.
Oh,
But
2 to
the
Trinity and 1 to
tournament-
Staff.
But the tournament is there. Is available. Swimming. See what's going on right now. Wrestling. Should be there. Track. Got a good shot. So it's
Futsal could be.
not a prep league, but could be a
Oh.
championship.
Squash, also not a prep
Squash,
league.
not a prep league, but could be a championship. So very strong.
So if basketball can get it done, and then we head to the spring, this lacrosse team is nice.
Cross is nice.
It's filthy.
Baseball with the injury to Griff. Hopefully he can be able to hit, but you lose him in the field. That hurts you.
That could be tricky. First solo junior captain I've seen in a while.
He is a dog. I mean, he's so good at baseball. You just watch. I just love watching him warm up and field. You know, it's just something special about it. You see, even if you don't know baseball, you're just looking at him like he's really good at what he does. You know.
Yeah.
We'll definitely miss him in the field, but hopefully he can come back and hit for us. All right, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here in Heat 1. Looks like Owen Johnson is leading the way, Norfolk Academy. No, I'm sorry, the other Norfolk Academy person. Sidhat Segal?
Sure.
Again, we apologize if we pronounce the names wrong. There's no way we can get pronunciations for everyone.
A lot of people swimming today.
A lot of different people. So again, we're so excited to bring you guys this Prep League LIS championship.
Who's caught your eye today?
Oh, well, MVP of the meet so far for LIS has got to be the two-time record holder. Yeah, Whiting. Is it Sydney?
Sydney Whittick.
Sydney Whiting or Whitting for Trinity Episcopal. I mean, she's just been phenomenal. But the boys, I don't know. It's kind of been spread out.
Yeah. No one has really stood out to me yet today. I
Yeah.
mean, there have been a lot of guys that have looked good.
Miles West has been pretty strong.
Miles West was really strong.
He's got a Prep League title and he finished second or third in one other event. So it's been pretty good.
There's someone else. I'm trying to think of the name or find it somewhere. It was. I can't remember his name. It was against Hunter Sunland, and he swam for Woodbury.
Stetler. Jack Stetler.
There we go.
200 free. He was impressive.
One of the guys I've honestly had the most fun watching today is Joe Sullivan. Not really that typical swimmer body archetype that you think
he's
of.
right there on the deck right there. He's just a monster. Joe Sullivan's right here over here on the deck. We're going to pan to him. You can see him though.
Or not.
No, don't worry about it. We couldn't get him. All right, moving to Heat 2. As we have a Fuma swimmer finishing up right now. That is Jackson Brooks Powell, another 8th grader.
Wow.
You got to give these 8th graders credit for coming out here and participating with the big boys and girls.
Yeah,
Good job there from
it can be
Jackson.
tough.
All right, Heat 2.
We see in lane 1, Wetmore from Norfolk Academy. Lane 2, Milligan for Trinity. Lane 3, Ledig for Fuma. Lane 4, Stetzler for Woodbury Forest. Lane 5, Ascoli for Collegiate. Lane 6, Dragoni for St. Chris. Lane 7, Menon for St. Chris. Lane 8, Harbor for Collegiate. Off to a great start is Menon.
And one thing, the camera right there in the middle so you can kind of see the flow, and then we'll follow the leader at the end. And you can pretty much see everybody going. So I think that's a good look for us. Bless you, Joe.
Thank you. Jack Dragoni out in front. But one guy I do want to point out is Aiden Menon in lane 7. He's a rower. And, I mean, he's a serious. I think it's Santa Clara is where he's committed.
So. He is. It is. Bless you again, Joe. Chlorine getting in your nose there, huh?
One thing that I think is crazy is in our class, we have 2 committed rowers so far.
Who's the other?
Maggie Strickler at St. Catherine's.
St. Catherine's. Well, Joe, I was talking with Coach Jump, head of college counseling, and we may have over 20 college athletes for St. Chris this year in the senior class.
Just so y'all know, that's a fourth of our grade.
Yeah. 25% or more. It could be upwards of 23, 24, 25 guys. There are a bunch of guys that haven't decided. Jeff Moore, Nigel Green, Gil Williamson. These guys are
Joe Brennan.
Joe Brennan, William McDermott. We'll count you guys into the signees as well. Like, we have a lot of boys that have not committed, and it could be a school record. It could be a school record.
That's crazy.
Caleb Bay, another one that hasn't committed. Mia Novella, maybe looking to play football.
Ian Smith. That's a big one.
Track.
Ian Smith has like 6 or 7 offers,
so
and he's not telling anyone where he wants to go.
It's a lot of boys that have not committed. So this
Jeff,
again. So to go back to your point of, like, this has been an unbelievable athletic season for St. Christopher School. Unbelievable. I'm just so excited for all of the boys.
One thing I'm excited for is this lacrosse season. I remember 7th grade, we went undefeated, and Coach Tuning said, y'all are going to be something special your senior year. You need to wait for it. And if you ride the entire system, say you played every year you were supposed to, I think Teddy Damgard's a great example. If you look at every single year he's played, in total, starting from 7th grade through 11th, you would have lost 4 games.
That's absurd.
4 games. Undefeated 7th grade. It was 1 loss in 8th grade. Undefeated season once again, freshman year. 1 loss, 9th grade, and then, of course, 1 loss last year.
Unbelievable.
That's ridiculous. And there are like 20 games in a season.
And about 20 laps in this. See the transition I'm trying to make
Fantastic transition.
Fantastic transition. 20 laps in this race, Heat 2. Out front, lap 15, Collegiate. Ascoli. He's had a good day for Collegiate. Joseph
Definitely.
Ascoli. He's a senior. He's out front. Lane 5. William McDermott's in the building, ready to do a second shift. Another senior leader, getting things done.
We got a lot of people in the building today.
In the building.
This is a packed house.
Now the next race, Joe. Our SID guy, Aubrey Bowles, he's got a big task. You know who he's going up against?
Who's he going up against?
Stetler.
Woo!
Stetler's the favorite. He's got a seed time 6 seconds faster than Aubrey.
Who else would it be?
I love for Aubrey to pull an upset. That would be unreal. We'd go crazy. We'd have to get him up here to get an interview. We have to get him on the call. Final lap. That's Coley and Stetler. Sam Stetler. Must be his brother. Sam Stetler. And that's Coley. Oh, looks like Fuma. Did Fuma finish first? Fuma finished first. I'm sorry. I missed that. Leydig is another one. Leydig is another one's had a good day.
Stetzler came close to coming in third, but as Sullivan did, he had that long reach, able to hit that board quick.
All right. Here we go. Aubrey Bowles and Jack Stetler. That's who we're watching. Stetler in lane 4. Bowles in lane 5.
Aubrey showing that he's going to come out hot and stay with him. Could be really interesting to see.
Just the boys' final. Just the final heat of the boys. So I can have really good footage for like
Stetzler and Bowles moving together. And Boykin from Trinity.
It's right there with them.
Yeah, decides to stick around. Stetzler's time is 4:41. The record is 4:34, and the state cut is 5:41.
Oh, all these guys are going to states.
His seed time is a full minute ahead. And Bowles out in front right now. It's early, but he's out in front. One thing that's interesting with guys like Stetzler and Sullivan is it's a lot more weight to pull, just being honest, but they've got a lot more muscle.
Power, yeah.
And yeah. Some
More
torque,
power.
some power, and longer arms.
And I also heard big hands and big feet help as well.
Because you're pulling more water.
You move more water out of there. So, yeah, the bigger you are, bigger and stronger, you should be able to move faster. But Aubrey is hanging in there about halfway through.
This is awesome. I could not imagine swimming at this rate for this length. Like, if I'm being honest, even the guy in last place is still so talented.
Yep.
Even the guy in last place in the first heat. Like, it's impressive how they're able to do this.
I wonder what the strategy is here for both guys. What are they thinking? Stetler having a much higher seed time. Is he getting nervous that Aubrey's sticking with him? Is Aubrey trying to get in front to change Stetler's game plan? Is Stetler kind of playing possum and going to go, the last couple of laps is going to take off? It's interesting to see how they're going to handle this.
Wow, that's a place where you see a lot of that power. He just had a very impressive turn. Just able to fly off that wall. Honestly, I'm not sure. I think their strategy, if I was in there, and I'm extremely ignorant, I've never swam besides like in a pool casually. But I mean, I would think you're so locked in.
Yeah.
Like
do you feel him? Do you see him out of your side view when you come up the water? Do you feel where he is,
I think maybe you see him like once or twice through like half a lap. 25. But I'm not sure. Bowles with a nice lead here.
Almost got a body length lead.
There's still some time, but this looks good. I'm feeling good about it.
This is the upset I wanted, Joe. Let's see if we can get it.
We got one more to go. Aubrey Bowles taking on Stetzler.
Let's go, Aubrey.
We got a David versus Goliath. Getting into that kick turn. Aubrey Bowles gets out in front. Stetzler falling behind.
He's extending the lead.
Bowles.
He's extended the lead.
He's running away with it. Look at this upset.
Bowles.
Aubrey Bowles gonna take it home.
Aubrey Bowles.
Good night.
4:43.35. Your 500-yard freestyle champion.
Aubrey Bowles just says, "Eat my bubbles," and just goes right off.
Give it to him. SID, baby. Represent. So proud of Aubrey Bowles. Wonderful work there.
Wow. That's a crazy fast time. He was 4 seconds above his speed time.
4 seconds. 4:43.35. Tweeting it out right now. Whoops. Didn't mean to.
No, use the emojis. Use the emojis.
I didn't want to laugh. It's not funny. 4:43.35. 500. Free Prep League champ. Awesome work by Aubrey.
All right, now we're kicking off the girls' 200-yard freestyle relay. Lane 2, St. Gertrude's. Lane 3, Norfolk Academy. Lane 4, Veritas. Lane 5, St. Gertrude's. And Lane 6, St. Catherine's. Definitely the strong leg of this is Claire Hackney. And she's showing it. You can see on your screen how far ahead she is. She's an elite swimmer. Maybe should not be in the first heat. I could see her being in the second or maybe even third. She's a fast swimmer.
That's right. Well, look, I got to roll, guys. I appreciate y'all, man. I've had fun on the stream. I know Joe's going to stay on a little bit longer. We got Sabo and Nolan in the building. The seniors are going to take over. So hopefully St. Chris and St. Catherine's pulls it out.
It's a pleasure having you, Coach Lou.
Georgia, man. Appreciate you.
All right, please welcome in William McDermott to the stream. William, how you doing?
I'm great, Joe. Just got here. Coming in for some great prep league swimming here today.
So far, we've had an exciting day. Honestly, I've been surprised. I've been very surprised. I was not expecting this. It's an intense environment.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I remember doing prep league last year, and it was just an awesome atmosphere. There's a lot of fans that come out, a lot of parents. All the teams are pumped and ready to go. It's just a great, great just thing all around. And I'm looking forward to the rest of this meet, Joe.
Are we recording all of this?
So we are in event 17, the girls 200 free. This is heat 1 of 3. 7 more events to go.
Here we go. I'm excited. We're in heat 2. Lane 1, Norfolk Academy. Lane 2, St. Catherine's. Lane 3, Collegiate. Lane 4, St. Catherine's. Lane 5, Collegiate. Lane 6, Trinity. Lane 7, Trinity. St. Catherine's, and Collegiate battling it out. For St. Catherine's right now, you see Sam Labyrinth at the top of your screen, and Sydney Fuller pulling it up. Sydney Fuller making a run for it. Fantastic job there done by Fuller. Finished with a 27.26 time. St. Catherine's and Collegiate still battling it out. For first, second, and third, and even fourth. They're all sticking with it.
Here we go. Looks like Collegiate up front here.
Collegiate's
Going into
good
heat 3.
Good body.
Yeah.
He's pulling away.
And yeah, we'll be heading into Heat 3.
Here's Mimi Reynolds for St. Catharines, making up some water. All three teams tied for first place. Reynolds pulling away, trying to get them to this victory. We're going to see Cleveland finish it off for St. Catharines at the top of this heat.
This will be interesting here.
Fantastic dive there by Angle. Angle, a senior, facing off Cleveland, a sophomore. She's putting in her work. That fantastic dive got her off to a great start.
Angle in the ladder, really coming up big for Collegiate here with that dive in.
Rogers and Angle put it to bed.
Yeah, Collegiate gets top 2.
Finishing first and second. St. Catharines, comes in third. It's going to come down to Collegiate, Trinity, and St. Catharines. I'm not sure who's in which place, but that's the feeling today. Should be exciting. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the stream. I got to go. I hope you have...
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the results. Thank you.
Heading into Heat 3 now. St. Catharines only one team in Heat 3. They're going to be lane 3. Joined here with Liam Nolan. Just came in. Going to be finishing up these final 7 or 8 events for you guys today. Pretty tight up top between Collegiate, St. Catharines, and Norfolk Academy. Neck and neck between St. Catharines and Collegiate right now, heading into the third swimmer. St. Catharines is going to be Maddie Bowles. Collegiate now got half a body length lead. And yeah, Collegiate's going to finish first, St. Catharines second, Norfolk Academy third, and Trinity fourth.
Yeah, it was impressive stuff from Gabby Chen, able to finish that out. It's neck and neck there at the end between her and Grace Perkins, but impressive stuff.
Yeah, so now we're moving on to event 18. Boys 200-yard freestyle relay. Heat one of the boys here. No St. Chris swimmers in this one. Gonna have to wait for Heat 2 there. Only 3 teams, Woodbury, Fork Union, and Norfolk Academy.
I asked them and he was like, just keep it running.
So we will be getting the score update for you guys at the next break.
Check lane 3 on the scoreboard.
Okay, so still in Heat 1 here. No St. Chris swimmers. Gonna have to wait for the Heat 2 lineup. Got 2 lineups for St. Chris in that one. Coulter Lanoy, Russell Richards, Will Hodges, Alex Hatfield, and then the other Case Kump, Peter Saja, Scott Butterfield, and Randolph Troe. And yeah, here we're gonna go with Heat 3, or Heat 2, excuse me. St. Chris in lanes 2 and lane 8. Actually, 3 St. Chris at lane 2, 3, and 8. The other lineup is Harry Farley, Alexander Mayer, Eric Saja, and Wyatt Townsend are going to be in lane 2.
Yeah, Farley's off to a great start here for the Saints. I'm loving it.
Yeah, getting that early lead off the first 200. Jumping in for Farley is going to be Alexander Mayer. Pretty tight across the top 4 here. Trinity Collegiate and St. Chris and St. Chris.
I think Joseph Ascoli just slightly ahead there of Russell Richards.
Really neck and neck, though.
Third swimmer into the pool. Collegiate still the front runner, about half a second.
Trinity also coming up, trying to fight for that second place spot. Looks like they're overcome it there.
And Zhao is now just furthering that lead for Collegiate.
Fourth swimmer jumps in. For Collegiate, that's going to be Thomas Spivey, St. Chris, Wyatt Townsend, and Alex Hatfield. But looks like Collegiate's just got a dominant lead right now.
And now Thomas Spivey is just thriving right now, just increasing that lead exponentially. Definitely going to finish 1.
And yeah, with a time of
Norfolk will take second.
1 minute 39 seconds for the winners in Collegiate here.
And then Hatfield finishes for the Saints in third.
So heading into Heat 3, this is where the big boys are going to come up for St. Chris. Going to be a lineup of Miles West, Hunter Sunland, Emery Wise, and Nick Washington.
I'm excited to see Miles West.
Mm-hmm. So this is going to be interesting right here.
And there he is, just already in the lead is West. A nice turn for West, increasing that lead. But look out for Fork Union in the far lane. They're definitely in second behind West. Hunter Sunland enters the water for the Saints.
Nice dive for Sunland, already getting that body length lead of Fork Union.
Collegiate is catching up, though. Aaron Moore making a nice effort to keep it close to the Cougars. But Sunland is a full body length ahead.
Yeah, junior Emery Wise now jumping into the pool for the Saints. And for the Cougars, not too far behind.
And definitely closing the gap with the Cougars. Brian Kwan making a nice effort here.
It's going to come down to Nick Washington here as the last swimmer. About a 2 body length lead for Wise. Nick Washington jumps into the pool for Collegiate. It's going to be
and he's
Liam
got a
Ryan.
Huge lead here. Liam Ryan trying to keep it close, but Nick Washington is just way ahead here.
About quarter pool length lead, and it's going to be a win in the book for the Saints. Miles West, Hunter Sunland, Emery Wise, and Nick Washington finish it up with a time of 1:27 in first place. Cougars in second with a time of 1:30.
There will now be a 15-minute break. Swimmers may warm down, but there is no diving. And the next set of timers needs to report to the hallway behind lane 8 starting block.
So that last relay team for the Saints actually put up a pretty good effort.
Time is now
The record previously was, I think, 125.99, but Saints were only
2 seconds
behind.
shy.
Yeah, less than 2 seconds.
So we're going to take a 15-minute break, and we're actually going to get the update on the scores for you guys during this break. We'll be right back with the girls' 100-yard backstroke. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to St. Catherine's School. I'm William McDermott, joined here with Liam Nolan, covering some swimming for you guys today, Prep League Championship. Now we got event number 19, girls 100-yard backstroke. Only 3 girls in this, 2 from St. Gertrude's, 1 from Veritas in this first heat. Taking it pretty easy here early on.
Yeah, it's a very pacifying event. I was about to say,
Yeah.
this is very tranquil and not violent like the relays we saw earlier.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, Carter's got about quarter body length of a lead over Colleen.
Yeah, so looks like for St. Gertrude, Strite, Decatur Strite's in the lead here. Heading into this final turn.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint, you know what I mean?
Yeah, even though it is only a 100-yard. But yeah.
And Helms for Veritas looks gassed.
And
She's definitely behind by about 10 seconds here.
Yeah, St. Gertrude coming in first and second. Strite with a time of 1:18. And Wire with a time of 1:24. And now we're moving on to Heat 2. You know, competition of this is going to heat up every heat. Heat 4 is going to be great with 2 great St. Catherine swimmers, Claire Hackney and Maddie Bowles.
Yeah, so no St. Catherine swimmers in on the second heat. 6
Yeah.
swimmers total. From lanes 2 to 7, it's Buchanan, Maiko, Saja, Coward, Grubb, and Mudd. Looking ahead at Heat 4, William.
Yeah.
Looks like the freshman from Veritas has the best time of the 8 swimmers, 57.89.
Wow.
As a freshman, that's impeccable.
The and the LIS Virginia Prep League record is 55.77, which was set 2 years ago. And that's beatable, I think, for that's freshman from Veritas, Molly Blanchard. That'll be interesting to see. But yeah, we're moving on to Heat 3 here.
Yeah, Saja from St. Gertrude's took Heat 2 with a time of 1:11.72.
Yeah, so Heat 3, 2 St. Catherine swimmers, Anna Gerard and Sydney Fuller. Fuller in lane 1, Gerard in lane 7.
It's definitely starting to pick up here. Noise levels increasing. Definitely some faster swimmers in the water.
Yeah, right now Trinity leading the way. That's Claire Gorey, a senior. The best seed time was Ellie Rogers, the junior from Collegiate in lane 4.
Tell you what, though, Sydney Fuller on the far side's keeping it close.
Yeah, Rogers coming up now on that second place.
Yeah, Gorey's definitely still in the lead here. Cantrell from Trinity's also making a push. Half a pool length to go, and it's still Claire Gorey, the front runner for Heat 3 of the girls' 100-yard backstroke.
And yeah.
It's going to be BG Cave in second. Emma Smith will take home third.
And moving on to Heat 4, this is where it's going to get interesting and loud, Liam. Right now for LIS, St. Catherine's at first, Collegiate in second. St. Catherine's with a score of 423, Collegiate 403, Trinity pretty far behind. For the men, St. Chris, about a 100-point lead on Woodbury Forest, that's in second. And yeah, we'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah, the clear front runner right now, the aforementioned Molly Blanchard in lane 4 from Veritas, trying to beat her personal record of 57.89, well on her way to doing that now. In second, about a body length behind Blanchard, is Mackenzie Ferguson, the sophomore from Collegiate. And she did it, just beat her own personal record. Molly Blanchard finishing at 56.4.
Yeah. Not quite the Prep League record, but really impressive.
And another PR for Mackenzie Ferguson, beating her personal record of 58.8 with a time of 57.6. So 1.04 seconds shaved off for Ferguson. So now to be the boys' 100-yard backstroke, first heat. Saints do not have any swimmers in this first heat.
I am really looking forward to Heat 3 here, Liam. Really fast times there. St. Chris only gonna have one swimmer in that, Joe Sullivan, a really fast time. But Colleen Wetstein from Norfolk Academy with a time of 50 seconds in that heat. About half a second shy of the Prep League record.
And nice performance here from Collegiate's Charlie Meyer. Well ahead of anybody else here. And Meyer already finished. That was an impeccable time of 56.98.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I mean, that beats about...
No seat time in the 8th grade, too.
Even in Heat 3, I mean, that's better than one or two of those times in Heat 3. That was an impressive performance from Charlie Meyer.
Now moving into Heat 2.
Yeah, Saints have 3 swimmers in Heat 2. In lane 4, Jamie Boyd, the sophomore. Lane 6, Weston Williams, the junior. And finally, the senior, Zach Kersner, in lane 8.
Yeah. Awful quiet in here.
Yeah, this whole etiquette is new to me.
Yeah.
Never really been one to attend swim meets, but I was unaware of the etiquette that you were quiet before beginning.
Finally ready. And here they go.
It is pretty cool though when it's like pitch quiet. They blow the horn and just erupts in here. Pretty cool environment.
As the better swimmers, race, it'll get more interesting too.
So Jamie Boyd, the sophomore for the Saints, is actually the front runner here in Heat 2. And he's got a body length of a lead. Jamie Boyd off to a great start here. And Jamie Boyd just put up 57.04.
Yeah.
Beating his previous record,
good time.
57.73.
And right now we're going to be moving into Heat 3.
And they're off. In for the Saints is football star, the junior Joe Sullivan in lane 8.
Yeah, made a lot of great strides on the football team this year. Going to be a captain next year. Really big guy, super athletic.
And it's lanes 3, 4, and 5, all very close in times right now. That's Trinity, Norfolk, and Stab. But a nice turn here in lane 3 for Commerden from Trinity. And he's in the lead by a little bit. It's going to come down to the wire, though.
Yeah.
Wet sign from Norfolk is closing on him.
Wow.
And
Great
I believe...
performance in 52 seconds.
Wow. Those guys both just put up incredible times. It's going to be...
Emerging, yeah. And...
yeah, Trinity senior Comerdon just put up a time of... well, already lost it, but beat his personal record by about
moving
3
into
seconds.
Event 21, girls 100-yard breaststroke.
That was a quick transition.
No St. Catherine swimmers in here. Swimmers taking their time here in Heat 1. So, breaststroke pretty methodical and peaceful here. And it's interesting to see the difference in the level of competition as you go up in the heats. But lane 2 gonna be the winning time here. Colleen Wire from St. Gertrude. And moving on to Heat 2.
No St. Chris or St. Catherine swimmers in Heat 2, nor in Heat 3. But Heat 4 will have, looks like 4 St. Catherine's swimmers. So look forward to that.
Norfolk Academy out in front here. Ava Grubb gonna get the win. Or excuse me, it was not Ava Grubb actually, it was Christine Leckie. And moving into Heat 3. Still no St. Catharines swimmers.
And it's Ginny Hester, the senior from Trinity.
Way out in front. Our body length lead here. Collegiate, though, in that lane number 2. Cami Villanueva. Looked like she was going to make a push, but yeah, it's going to be Trinity.
By a wide
Ginny
margin.
Hester in lane 4.
Wow, 1:11:44 for Ginny Hester. That's an incredible time. Her personal record was 1:15:21, so she just shaved off 4 seconds. Pretty impressive stuff. Now we're into Heat 4. 4 Saints in the water, but the freshman from Collegiate against Charlotte Wishnack is the big matchup here. Both have times of 1:08.
Really close in this top 3, middle 3 lanes.
Yeah, and there's the matchup I was just referencing. It's Wishnack and Cantor.
Yeah, Wishnack, though, coming up in front here, about half a body length lead on Cantor. And going into this final turn.
It's Wishnack out in front. And just increasing her lead. Great final stride here from the junior Charlotte Wishnack from St. Catharines. Going to win the event.
Collegiate in second.
And 1:04:93. Incredible time for Charlotte Wishnack. Previous personal record of 1:08:53. Just shed 4 seconds.
It's actually the Prep League record right now.
Wow. It's been 3 years since anybody's been able to touch that record.
And she beat it by 2 seconds.
And Charlotte Wishnack, incredible time of 1:04:93 in the girls 100-yard breaststroke, the new Prep League record. Previous time was 1:06:04, held by Sophie Zavada during the 2016 season.
Incredible there. And moving on.
It's going to be boys 100-yard breaststroke here, Heat 1. No Saint swimmers, but 3 from FUMA, 2 from Norfolk, and 1 from Collegiate and Trinity, respectively. So as has been the custom today, Saints don't have many swimmers in the first couple of heats, but you can always expect in the last heat, Saints are going to put up a pretty good matchup.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I am looking forward to this Heat 3, Liam, with Will Stevens, Harry Farley, and Jake Poulin.
It's going to be Carter Bush finishing it here. He'll take first. In the lane next to him, it's Liam Harbour, the 8th grader, taking second.
And moving on. To Heat 2. One St. Chris swimmer. Carter Perkins, the freshman.
Interesting antics in there in the pool. And right now it's the freshman Carter Perkins with a lengthy lead here.
Yeah, about 2 body length of a lead.
Impressive stuff here from the Saints freshman.
And Perkins,
wow,
1:03.75.
3.5 seconds better than his PR. And Perkins looking at the scoreboard, he's smiling. Love seeing that.
And here we are moving on to Heat 3. This is where it's going to get interesting.
Yeah, I got 3 Saint swimmers. Coolin, Stevens, and Farley, the senior, in for the Saints.
Right now, really tight up front, about 5 or 6 swimmers neck and neck.
Hard to differentiate. It's going to be between lanes 4 and 5. That's Ryan and Floyd.
Yeah, Collegiate and Woodbury.
And those two are the clear front runners. It's Liam Ryan from Collegiate against Kyle Floyd from Woodbury. And they're neck and neck, but it looks like Liam Ryan is slightly inching ahead of Floyd.
And
to the
Floyd
final
making
meters.
coming up close.
And
Ryan's gonna win.
I believe Ryan did get it.
0.3 of a second.
So 0.25 separates Floyd and Ryan. And Will Stevens, the St. Christopher's Jr., will take third. Beat his PR by about 1.5 seconds there.
And moving on to event 23, the girls 400-yard freestyle relay.
And St. Catherine's has 2 teams here. First one is going to be Morgan Rogers, Otter Dickey, Isabel Engel, and Brooke Draves. Second team will be Tripp Hawkins, Jewel Cleveland, Taylor Draves, and Charlotte Baxter. And the clear front runner already is going to be lane 4. I believe that's Virginia Engel for Collegiate. Though don't count out the Saints. Looks like Otter Dickey just made a nice effort to keep him in it here.
So the relay's jumping in.
Carter Meager, the freshman from Collegiate, in front here.
Dickey fighting for second place with Anna Armstrong from Collegiate.
And Collegiate just huge lead here for lane 4. Final swimmer into the water. Sarah Beth Neese for Collegiate will look to maintain their lead.
Fourth swimmer already in for Collegiate. Still pretty good times here at Collegiate. Gonna get the win here with time of 4 minutes, 15 seconds, 4 minutes, 0 seconds.
Yeah, that improves their personal record of 4:07.73, shaving off 7.73 seconds.
Yeah. And looks like we're going to be moving into Heat 2.
Yeah, I got two St. Catherine's groups here. In lane 5, it's Tess Dyerly, Goodwin Burney, Vallejo, and Wishnack, who we saw earlier. And then in lane 8, another team for St. Catherine's, 3 freshmen and a sophomore, Turton, Collins, Lumpkin, and Carrington Bowles, the senior.
Yeah, with this 400, you definitely need to make sure you don't burn out all your energy in the first 2 laps here, because 400.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting here. Lane 3, Collegiate's team, previous time of 3:43. Excuse me, Norfolk has a time of 3:43, and that's 6 seconds shy of the Prep League record. So looking to beat that here. But in the front is lane 5. That's St. Catherine's Tess Direly, giving the Saints a great head start here.
And yeah, just finished jumping in for going to be Elizabeth Goodwin Byron. Goodwin Burney, yeah. And seems to be the whole body length lead over Collegiate, which is going to be in lane 3 here. That's Emily Cantner.
Goodwin Burney giving the Saints a nice lead. It's going to be Riley Vallejo into the water now for the Saints. And she's got a great lead.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to be lanes 3 and 6. That's Trinity and Collegiate.
Fighting for that second place.
Yeah.
It's actually getting really close here as Collegiate.
Wow.
Seem to be overtaking.
That's Avery Rogers just making an incredible effort. I mean, she was behind Vallejo by a good margin, but now just beat her to the block, sending the fourth swimmer into the water. That's Mackenzie Ferguson.
Yeah, it's going to be between Wishnack and for Collegiate, that's Ferguson, yeah.
And Wishnack's the one that sent the Prep League record just about 30 minutes ago, already back into the water. But it looks like Mackenzie Ferguson is the front runner.
Yeah, about a body length lead. What a turnaround from Avery Rogers.
I mean, Saints were in the lead for the first half, and then Avery Rogers just put Mackenzie Ferguson in a great position to finish this off.
Getting close here. Got a body length lead for Ferguson.
It's going to be Ferguson.
It's going to be Ferguson.
We'll see who gets
Trinity
second.
Even going to get second.
Wow. So there was a point about halfway through I said St. Catherine's in the lead, but Trinity and Collegiate are right behind her.
Wow.
And they were fighting for what we thought was second. Turns out St. Catherine's will finish in third.
Wow. St. Catherine's did already have a really strong lead.
And Collegiate put up a time of 3:38.61. That's about a second shy of the Prep League record. Could only imagine if they had a better start, would have absolutely shattered the Prep League record.
Yeah. I mean, that was, wow.
So final event here. I wish we could do a split of like just what Avery did there. I mean, that was incredible stuff.
Yeah, really putting the team on her back there. And now we're going to be moving on to the boys. No St. Chris swimmers in this first heat, but Liam, this heat 3 for St. Chris is going to be exciting.
Wow, that's a stacked lineup. Lane 4 for St. Chris. It's going to be Miles West, Aubrey Bowles, Nick Washington, and Hunter Sutherland. I mean, that's going to be a good matchup there.
That group did have the highest seed time as well.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they set the record today. I mean, Miles West is getting some serious looks for college swimming. I know Aubrey Bowles is an incredible athlete too.
And Hunter Sutherland already going to be swimming at Gettysburg.
Right, so a lot of potential D1 candidates here. So we'll wait and see. The Prep League record is 3:12.05, held by Trinity. Was set 3 years ago. And their seed time for the Saints is 3:17.27, so definitely something to look out for. The last race of the day, but could be action-packed.
Yeah, so right now Norfolk Academy with a steady lead.
Xavier just beat Seton Hall, number 10 in the nation. Beat him by 12. I believe Seton Hall was somewhere around +7 or -7 or -8. So a huge point swing there in the world of college basketball.
Yeah. Miles Powell, star for the Seton Hall team, one of the best players in college basketball.
Definitely. Yeah, he shot 3 for 14. Gonna go ahead and assume that's why they lost.
Yeah.
1 for 9 from 3. A rough outing for him.
But Norfolk still in the lead here, first and second. So Norfolk going to get first place here in this first heat. Moving on to Heat 2. Two teams for St. Chris. Going to be lane 6 and lane 8. Actually, 3 teams for St. Chris. Lanes 3, 6, and 8. Jamie Boyd in lane 6 right now. Carter Perkins in lane 8. And Weston Williams in lane 3. Now St. Chris in the lead here. It's going to be believe that's Jake Coolin jumped in for Carter Perkins.
Must be at least one more heat.
And Trinity now in the lead now in that lane 5 team. Nearing 2 minutes and 30 seconds here.
So Trinity, Woodbury, St. Chris in the lead here.
And Trinity is going to win it. Time of 3 minutes, 38 seconds.
So here we go now, Heat 3. It's what we've all been waiting for. Look out for lane 4. Miles West, Aubrey Bowles, Nick Washington, and Hunter Sumlin swing for the Saints. Should be an exciting one here. Could see this group absolutely beating the Prep League record.
And here we go.
Leading off for the Saints is going to be Miles West in lane 4. And he's already ahead by about a head here.
Team to watch out for is going to be that Woodbury squad right next to him. The Saints seed time was only 0.4 of a second higher, so as you can see, they're neck and neck right now with Trinity in that lane 2 coming up.
Wow, they are almost synchronized. They're dead even right now.
Aubrey Bowles jumping in now.
Wow, and Woodbury got a head start there. That looks blatant.
That might be some penalty seconds. We'll have to figure that out at the end.
That was absolutely blatant. I don't know if you saw that. They went in about a second before there was somewhere even hit the wall.
Aubrey Bowles, Prep League champ, already neck and neck. Collegiate also not too far behind. They're neck and neck right now. Woodbury getting overtaken by Collegiate.
Yeah, despite the early start for Woodbury, Aubrey Bowles making a great attempt here to keep the Saints in it.
Before Collegiate, that's going to be Dalton Job.
Looks like Aubrey Bowles is in a touch first for the Saints. And now it's Nick Washington. But Collegiate, Davis Job, the senior, catching up and might even overtake Washington here. We'll see.
Washington still in the lead here.
barely. Job is making a great effort here.
And the fourth swimmer for the Saints is going to be Hunter Sunland, and the fourth for the Cougars is going to be Liam Ryan. It's going to come down to that.
I don't know. I got confidence in Hunter Sunland. I think he's going to pull this out for the Saints. If Nick Washington can keep it close, I think Sunland takes over on the final heat here and wins it for the Saints. But Nick Washington's getting tired, and Davis Job just got his swimmer into the water before him. To me, Liam Ryan.
Hunter Sunland's going to have a lot of ground to work up, whole body length here.
Yeah, Nick Washington just got tired on that last lap. Couldn't finish it strong, and now the Saints are way behind here now.
You can just tell Nick Washington exhausted.
Yeah, hands are on his knees still. Davis Job just beat out Nick Washington in that last lap and gave Liam Ryan an excellent lead here.
And about a body length for Hunter Sunland to work with here.
So that was the final turn there. It's going to be collegiate's Liam Ryan finishing it for the Cougars. And he might beat the Prep League record. And it won't.
Time of 3:15.19. Saints do come in second. Time of 3:17.51. That was actually not Hunter Sunland that was swimming there. It was Will Stevens.
Oh, wow.
That concludes the
So I guess
for today's championships for the Linden schools.
they changed him out.
Yeah.
To all the swimmers.
So that's actually all we have for you guys.
A trophy presentation shortly.
Will be a trophy presentation, but I think it's safe to say St. Chris and St. Catherine's both locked it up.
Definitely.
So yeah, I'm William McDermott, joined here with Liam Nolan. Thank you guys for tuning in to swimming. Prep League Championship. This will be our last swimming stream. We will not do the state championship. Yeah, but be sure to tune into the streams later on this week. Basketball has a few big games, and yeah, thank you guys for joining us.